nice morning. It's about midday now. I am well fed and well coffeeed up. I'm going to the first pin in this whole shipping pin structure, and I'm going to start clearing it out because that's where the first sculpture is going to be. So this is kind of a momentous occasion. I am officially breaking ground on this project that's been almost decades in the making, but I'm really excited. We'll start clearing this out. Hopefully there aren't any rattlesnakes, or if there are, that I hear them first before I step on one. And then after that, I brought a bolt cutter to break a lock on a door that goes into a small room that I've been wanting to get in ever since I bought this place. I've always forgot to bring bolt cutters, so I'll show you. Together, we will see what's in this little room. Okay, that's what we're doing. It looks like I got about half of this pin pretty much cleared. As you can see, I left some of this grass. This is really nice grass. I don't remember what it's called, if it's grama or muley. I don't remember the name of the grass, but this area used to be a grassland, and I think this was the predominant grass, or one of them. You can kind of see how it looks. This is what it looked like before. There's the brush pile. So on the other side of the brush pile, it's just all this dead brush. And then, sorry, right to the sun. Now we got a clear ground, except for this really beautiful grass. In Austin, each tuft of this grass would probably be like 40, 50 bucks. It's pretty crazy. Some over there. And also, I wanted to show you guys, there are different layers of history here. And this right here was made by a blacksmith. And what I mean by different layers of history is that some of this stuff is newer hardware, and then I come across these older pieces of hardware that were forged, which is really neat. So typically something like that would be from the 1800s sometime. Really cool. So with that done, it's kind of starting to cool off, evening time. Welcome to the scale house. This is the room where all the cattle were weighed before being sorted in these pens and then sent off on the railroad. There's little ramps here that they would move the cattle up the ramps and onto trains to send to the north and northeast. So this room here is where they bring the cattle in through here, I think, and there was a scale beneath this floor, and they would weigh the cattle, and I think this is some kind of teller booth, and they would, maybe based on the weight, they would have to pay, or I'm not completely sure, but I'm trying to find out more. This is a really intriguing place. But anyway, today it's going to be a stained glass workshop. So if you've been following the channel, you're going to recognize this thing. A lot of the woodworking of the last few videos has been around this scale model of an entranceway. And essentially what I'm doing now, there's a few things that need to be kind of finished up with this, but I was ready to take a little break from woodworking, so it was a good time to start the stained glass. And essentially the stained glass is going to form the roof of the entranceway. It will be reinforced by steel, so there shouldn't be any kind of safety concerns. You don't typically have stained glass directly above you. Usually it's this kind of orientation or slanted, but in this case it will be directly above, and it'll be layered. So 4 or 5 layers. I'm going to put a drawing up to show you what I'm talking about, to give you a sense of things. And so again, I'm going to be doing a model, a mock-up that I'll put over this entranceway. I mean, essentially I'm creating the whole thing in miniature first. So that's what I'm going to start doing. Let's do some stained glass. So my time here is running short. So I'm just gonna do this little 3x3 square and do the rest of this panel back in Austin. But essentially I'm putting some gel to which helps apply the solder. It's like a gel flux. My soldering rod or gun or whatever you'd call it is run off of a generator that I'm powering from the sun. So it's like kind of a poetic justice that I'm using literally like sunlight to solder stained glass, which the main quality of stained glass is the way that it conducts light. So that's kind of cool. So this is a little bit of a rush job. Apologize if it's a little messy, but I just wanted to get something done while I'm here. This is the first project I've really done out here, so I wanted to at least complete part of it. So and I don't mean to keep like hiding behind, oh, it's just a model, it doesn't count. It is a model, but it does count. It counts for me figuring out my approach. But I'm fine if there's some little flaws at this point, because it's like a sketch. When you sketch, when you're planning for a painting and you make preparatory sketches, that's kind of what I'm doing here. Now we're gonna put some patina on the solder. Should turn pretty dark. Helps to bring out the glass so that the reflection of the glass isn't competing with the reflection of the silver and the solder. Beautiful. I'm just in awe, really. Look at the color of that. Gorgeous. Javelina. There's no way you're gonna see him. You can hear him though. There's a big boar. So hard to see. They're like ninjas.